check that pH balance, baby.
Good morning, everybody. Trouble is woke.
Something is off.
Trouble is woke. Something ain't right. Gotta do that two-step.
Something is in the air.
Gotta do that two-step.
Tonight. Something smells fishy, and we ain't eating fish. Thinking to myself, what the hell is this? Sex is good, but please do better. You need to get that pH balance together, baby.
Good morning. Yes, honey. How y'all doing this morning? Trouble is here. Gotta do that two-step. Gotta do that two-step. Yes.
You gotta check that pH balance.
That's a two-step. That's nothing else but a two-step. That's a two-step. That's a two-step. Okay? It's not no crazy dancing. It's a two-step. Okay? That's all I can give you anyway. Okay? Yes.
You gotta check that pH balance.
Gotta check that pH balance, baby. Yes. Hey, y'all. What's going on, everybody? Trouble is here. Trouble woke up this morning.
Something is off.
Something is off, baby.
Something ain't right.
Something ain't right, honey.
Something is in the
Something
air.
is in the air tonight. Yes.
Something smells fishy, but we ain't eating fish. Thinking to myself, what the hell is this? Sex is good, but please do better. You got to get that pH balance together, baby.
Do that two-step. Do that two-step. Do that two-step. Now, Green Bean says she's straight nuts. Now, listen. Don't be mad with me that I'm happy that I woke up this morning. Okay? Don't be mad with me.
You got to check.
You know what? I have decided for 2025, I'm going to block Green Beans. I'm going to drop him from all my social medias. I have decided. In 2025, I will be blocking this brother and dropping him from all my social media chat. So you could go bother somebody else. So you can go and bother somebody else, sir. Okay? Oh, my goodness. See, Steven? You see how he messed that up, Steven? You see how he messed that up? We was vibing, Steven. Hey, Doc, what's going on? Dr. Lewis, how you doing? We were vibing. Okay, Steven? You see we were vibing? And then here you go, Green Beans with his nonsense. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for tuning into my channel called Take Heed to the Message with Abang Anwa. It just means queen. Okay? Oh, my goodness. So, well, Green Beans, I'm getting a new set of glasses. Okay? Some reading ones. My new set of reading glasses. So, they're ready. I'm going to go pick them up today. Yes. I like them, too. They pink. They like a light pink. Okay? Shout out to insurance. Okay? Shout out to iInsurance. Shout out to iInsurance. Blue Cross Blue Shield. Shout you out real quick. Okay? This is not a commercial plug, but shout out to United Insurance. Blue Cross Blue Shield. Okay? Did I say that wrong? Yeah. Blue Cross Blue Shield. Shout out to Blue Cross Blue Shield. Now, let's get into the foolery. Okay? Let's get into the foolery. President Trump requested for the MLK Files, okay? P.S. MLK was like Diddy before Diddy was Diddy, okay? Okay? Let's repeat that one more time. President Trump requested for the MLK Files, Mm-hmm. P.S. Okay? MLK was Diddy before Diddy was Diddy. Let's get into it. Okay? Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. I already picked the glasses. I already picked the glasses. Okay? I already picked the glasses. Okay? Don't clown them before they got here. Don't clown them. Okay? You'll see them tomorrow. On the next show tomorrow. God willing if I make it. Okay? God willing if I make it. Now, let's get into the foolery because we have been hit with so much, and so many content creators have come out and talked about MLK. And I'm going to share some with you. My turn has come. Okay? My turn has come. Okay? And for people who don't want to enjoy this content, please scroll up. Please scroll up. You don't have to watch me, baby. Scroll up. You don't have to watch me. They got other content creators in here that you can go see. Okay? And for the people who are in here now, please hit the like button. Okay? Even if you don't want to subscribe, that's fine. But hit the like button. Okay? So this is the first thing we're going to get into. Okay? First thing we're going to get into. Okay? Because MLK has been dog walked, okay? And black people have been at the helm of MLK being dog walked. Yes. Okay? Yes, honey. Okay? He has been, listen, black content creators have dog walked MLK. And they fine. They fine with dog walking him. You hear me? They fine with dog walking him. Now I'm going to share something with y'all. This is not a dog walk. I'm not here to dog walk MLK. I'm not. I'm not here to dog walk him. But I want to share something with you. When women see men of greatness, that he can command other men to move. This is the uncomfortable truth. This is the uncomfortable truth, what I'm about to say. When men can move other men and women see it, okay, the pussy become free, okay? The pussy become free, okay? All right, I just want to let you know that, okay? When a man can command other men to move, when women see this, the pussy become freely, okay? From the free throw line. Women are throwing the pussy from the free throw line. You know what I'm saying? Okay? I just want us to understand that part first. I want us to understand that part first, okay? I'm not here to dog walk MLK. I'm not. But we going to have a conversation. And we starting with this one right here. Here we go.
Can't make this stuff up. Trump releases the MLK files. What does the government do? First thing they reveal is he was having freak-off parties like P. Diddy. That's not what we wanted. We wanted to find out who actually took him out and took down the movement. Like the government, the first thing they do is go after your character. So out of all the files they possibly have on MLK, these are the 2 pages we get. No coincidence, but the real question is, who took him out? You can't make...
So, I want to share something with y'all. Now, 2 years ago, I think it was 2 years ago or 4 years ago, that, and it might be longer than that, I may be wrong, but when we first had leak files of MLK, and it was about him having those freak-offs. Excuse me, y'all. It was about MLK having those freak-offs and him having a love child, okay, with a dentist's wife, okay? And allegedly they said the dentist was sterile, okay? So that's why the wife was sleeping with MLK, allegedly, Okay. They also said the daughter looked just like MLK. Now I'm going to share something with you that some of y'all may not know. But in Martin Luther King, MLK, in his wife book, right? Okay. Coretta book. Okay. Miss Coretta Scott King. Okay. In Coretta book, okay, I hope I said her name correctly. She said that her husband always felt guilty about the things that he had done. So when a man feels guilty about doing things, he's going to tell on himself. He's going to tell on himself. So you have a lot of content creators that sit up here and say, I wonder, did Miss Coretta know? Did she know he was doing these things? She knew. She knew. Black women back then, they knew when their husband was doing nonsense. The only difference is the mistresses never came and told anybody that they were doing something. Okay? That's the difference. Okay? The mistresses did not run up on the queen and say, I'm schooling your husband. That's the only difference back in the day. Because it was shameful. Okay? Regardless if he was MLK or not, it was shameful to say I'm sleeping with somebody's husband and you have your own husband. Okay? So that's why a lot of us couldn't find this information until the powers that be released it all on social media. Because back then, hoes stayed in their place. They just mind their business. That's what hoes did. They just stayed and mind their business. Okay? So, why would they only just release that part of the files, right? That, oh, he attended freak offs, he had an outside love child and stuff like that. Because we have to assassinate the man's character. Now, a lot of content creators probably already jumped on that and said that, but that's the uncomfortable truth. See, the court of public opinion, okay, is so powerful. That's why anytime they want to take a man down, I don't care what color he is, they have to bring it to the court of public opinion first. Okay? So everybody can assassinate his character and tear him apart. Okay? So was MLK, was he weak? Okay? Was this man weak? Okay? Was he weak for the punani? Good morning, Mr. He said, how are you? Was he weak for the punani? He was just like every other man. He just like every other man. If you offer pussy on a platter, okay? And if the man doesn't understand, okay? Sorry, y'all. And if the man doesn't understand, okay? If the man doesn't understand that this is a problem, he's going to take the pussy on a platter. He going to take it. Any man that is offered pussy on a platter and he doesn't see any problem with getting this pussy, he's going to take it. So does this make MLK evil? Does this make MLK, you know, I'm just going to say Dr. King because I keep messing up his initials. I'm sorry, y'all. So does this make Dr. King evil because he cheated on his wife? Does this make what he was sent here for evil? Does this make what he has done for our community Does this make what he has done for our community nonsense because he was cheating on his wife? I'm going to share something with y'all, and y'all going to be like, take heed, you nasty. Most great men cheat on their wives. Most great men cheat on their wives. I know. Y'all like, take heed, wait a minute. Listen, most great men cheat on their wives. And only because the sisterhood is not real. Excuse me. Only because the sisterhood is not real. All those women know who Miss Coretta was. All those women who slept with Dr. King, they knew who Coretta was. Some of them even smiled at her. Some of them even broke bread with her. Some of them may have even been close friends to her sisters or brothers or something like that, or friends of the family. The sisterhood is not real. It is not real. Because if it was real, no man in this world will ever be able to cheat. See, they always say men have to have a dick discipline. They always say that. They always say men have to have dick discipline. But who controls the kingdom when it comes to pussy? Who controls the kingdom when it comes to pussy? It's us. It's women. We control it. We're not talking about the R word or anything, but we control it. So if a man is a dog and you know, because women, we know when a man is a dog. We know. And he comes sniffing under your skirt. You know he married. And yet you still sleep with him. Baby, you helped the problem. You helped the problem. But because this was Dr. King, you see how black people are running with all this. Nobody is blaming the women at all. Because only how Dr. King can come into this kingdom is if you gave him the okay. Even though you know his wife, you know his family. But yet you open your legs to this man. Now, I'm not trying to take away anything that Dr. King has done. I'm not. Because he was wrong too. But when we say sisterhood, oh, I'm in a sisterhood. How real is a sisterhood? Excuse me. How real is the sisterhood? How real is it? Because some of us, even today, can be sleeping with our best friend's husband and still smile up in our friend's face. Go to lunch with her, go to dinner with her, go on vacation with her, and at the same time, you're screwing her husband. And baby number 2 and 3 somehow got here. And your girlfriend is looking, and she's saying, wow, they look just like, did she laugh? Because she don't know, she laughed. Oh my goodness. Them children look like my kids. Oh my God, we just too close. That's what she said, excuse me. We just too close. Look at these kids. Not knowing that you schooling her husband. She doesn't know. When she do find out, she come tell you, I think my husband cheating on me. And you, her friend, you tell her, nah, he ain't doing that. He ain't cheating on you, girl. He love you. You want to know why? Because you are part of the nonsense. You don't want her to find out. You are part of the nonsense. This is why when some of y'all women get in social media and y'all be like, there's a sisterhood. There's not. There's not. Not one. When your best friend can screw your own husband and still smile up in your face and say she love you. That's why when you say this, when y'all say this, I don't believe it. I don't care how many years you've been friends with somebody. Excuse me. I don't care how many years you've been friends with someone. When women come across great men, and Dr. King was a great man, no matter what he had done, he was a great man of substance. When y'all come across great men, the pussy get freely. Even today. Even today. Now, Dr. King had demons. He had demons. And yet he couldn't stop those demons. So what did he do? He confessed to his wife. Excuse me, y'all. He confessed to his wife. So all this nonsense that he was doing in the street, Miss King knew about it. She knew. But yet she gave him the old saying like black women did back in the day, just don't bring it home. Just don't bring it home. A lot of y'all brothers today don't understand that. Just don't bring it home. A lot of y'all don't. And so this is when all this other nonsense come into play. I'm not condoning when a man cheats. I'm not. I don't want to be a woman that condones when a man cheats. But when this happened, this was back in the day where hoes knew their place and they understood the assignment. Hey, Mimi, how are you? It's good to see you. Karen, I see you. How you doing? That's the uncomfortable truth. But the man that we love so much, Dr. King, and how we respected him so much, the files that they release about this man is that he was a freak. That he was out there screwing everything in a skirt. And he was a pastor. But does that take away from the dream? Because he was a freak and he was a pastor, does that take away from the dream? I want y'all to hear this. We're going to go straight into the breakdown of Dr. King. I want y'all to hear this. Let's get into it. Now, it's going to be a commercial first. Y'all already know. Okay? Y'all already know. You know they got to put that commercial first. Okay? And then we're going to discuss. We're going to talk about it.
Martin Luther King Jr. was presented as a walking god, a man who had no flaws, and a modern-day superhero. It wasn't up until recent years and thanks to the internet that a discussion started to circulate about his life outside of politics. According to records, MLK was a cheater and a womanizer. Yes, the records reveal that Martin Luther King was spreading his word in more than one way. But honestly, it doesn't bother me nor surprise me. For some, this piece of information about one of the most respected men in history could be hard to accept. And no, this isn't our way of starting mess, but more so our way to have real questions. In the midst of his fight towards freedom, our own government hanged a dark cloud over MLK's head on showing his followers his other side. If you follow the story of MLK, you would know that the head of FBI, J. Edgar Hoover, feared a black messiah and saw MLK as a definite threat. And that's where we begin. According to the Martin Luther King Jr. Research and Education Institute, a part of Stanford University, the United States Federal Bureau of Investigation began following Martin Luther King in December of 1955. The director of the FBI, J. Edgar Hoover, believed that King was influenced by communists. Sam Pollard, who directed the 2020 documentary film MLK FBI, explains Hoover's motivation for spying on King. The first fear that the FBI, J. Edgar Hoover, had was that King was going to align himself with the Communist Party, which J. Edgar Hoover was obsessed with destroying. So they started by using classic spying techniques and wiretaps in the midst of King's rise, and this would reveal his extramarital affairs. And for those who don't know, King was a husband and father of 4 to Coretta Scott King. Hoover's pursuit would increase after King called the FBI completely ineffectual in resolving the continued mayhem and brutality inflicted upon the Negro in the Deep South. Through the FBI's domestic counterintelligence program, King was the victim of FBI surveillance that showed alleged evidence of extramarital affairs. His hope was to then pass it on to the press and that the press would publish it, and it would really discredit Dr. King and his reputation as this upright Christian minister who was leading the civil rights movement. So people would say, oh, how horrible his personal life is. How can we follow this man? Now, what they didn't bank on was back in the 60s, the press did not take the bait. They did not reveal the personal lives of these public figures. They didn't do it with John F. Kennedy, they didn't do it with others, and they didn't do it with Dr. King. The FBI would do whatever they could in order to discredit King. These methods would include wiretapping his home and hotel rooms and paying informants to spy on him. According to the film MLK/FBI, they would go into these hotels before King and his associates got there, and they would be let in by the management to bug those rooms and to have the rooms next door, nearby, where they could listen in to what was going on when King's associates took those rooms. And as Chuck Knox says, a former FBI agent, anytime King was going to a new city, FBI agents were on the move to get to those places, to start to monitor and wiretap and listen to everything what was happening within the confines of those rooms between King and his associates, members of the SCLC, the Southern Christian Leadership Conference. The wiretappers revealed that King was having extramarital affairs. Some members of King's staff knew what was going on. Ralph David Abernathy, activist and friend of King, would also confirm that King had his share of women in his book, and the walls came tumbling down. According to Abernathy, King himself wasn't fazed by the possibility of this getting out either. Abernathy would even reveal that King had encounters with various women on the night before his April 4th, 1968 assassination.
I gotta ask y'all a question. Do you think how can I say this? King wasn't in fear of this information getting out because why? Why wasn't he in fear of this information getting out and his name being tarnished? Why wasn't he in fear? Because the person that meant so much to him, he had already told. The person that meant so much to him more than anybody else in this world, he had already told. In Miss King book, she said he was the man that when he did wrong and he was ashamed of it, he would come tell me what he had done. And I just said to him, long as you don't bring it home. So the person that mattered more to him than anybody in this world, Miss King said to him, long as you don't bring it home. Could that be why King didn't care about anybody else? Let's continue.
Tennessee, all understood and believed in the biblical prohibition against sex outside marriage. It was just that he had a particularly difficult time with that temptation. He was a man who attracted women, even when he didn't intend to, and attracted them in droves. He was a hero, the greatest hero of his age, and women are always attracted to a hero. The main infraction I see that could be raised is from his wife, Coretta Scott King, at the time. Was this something she knew and was okay with as long as he didn't bring it home? According to her own words, in the book, My Life, My Love, My Legacy, Coretta would address the speculations about King. The question everyone wants to know is this: do I believe my husband was faithful? Coretta would go on to say that MLK had a guilt complex that would cause him to admit wrongdoings, and she had a gut feeling that their marriage was sound, causing her to believe MLK was a faithful husband. If you study history, power and women go hand in hand. So there shouldn't be a surprise that Kentucky senators Georgia Davis Powers, Dolores Evans, and civil rights activist Dorothy Cotton were some of the women linked to King. Some of the surveillance would even reveal a 12-person hotel orgy and a secret apartment where King was reported in spending time with Miss Cotton. When the FBI felt that they had enough evidence, they sent King an anonymous letter along with some of the tapes and suggested that he kill himself. They were trying to make it sound like it was not only a former associate, but a Negro who wrote that letter.
So they sent him a letter telling the secrets that he had done, all those orgies he was involved in and everything, and was like, we want you to delete yourself. We want you to delete yourself. I'm going to share something with y'all. If the book said that he had a guilt complex, okay, and Coretta didn't say this with her own words, but if she noted that he had a guilt complex, right? Hey, BT, how are you, sir? If she noted he had a guilt complex, I'm quite sure she said to him, and this is just me saying it, but I'm quite sure she said to him, long as you don't bring it home. This is how women talk back in that day, back in that time. Long as you don't bring it home. Because just like the young man just said, when a man is powerful, and I'm going to say it a little ghetto, when a man is powerful, pussy follow. Pussy follow. That's the uncomfortable truth. Pussy follow. When a man is powerful, it's so bad that pussy get thrown at him, he got to fight it off with a bat. He got to fight it off with a bat. Now, that's only if he wants to. That's only if he wants to. These NFL players, these football players, basketball players, athletes in general, they get pussy thrown at them from the free throw line. They do. They do. A lot of powerful CEOs, men who make nasty money, they get pussy thrown at them from the free throw line. So when we get out here and we talk about MLK, when we get out here and talk about Dr. King, every man of power have walked this walk. Every man of power has walked this walk. And I'm going to share something with you. They have all failed. Every man of power has walked this walk. And they have all failed. That's nasty, right? That's nasty. If you want to know what's the most powerful thing on earth, ask a woman to open up her legs. If you want to know what's the most powerful thing on earth, ask a woman to open her legs. That pussy can bring down kingdoms. Okay? That pussy can bring down kingdoms. Okay? That pussy can destroy nations. I said nations. Okay? Please excuse the background noise. My king is off today. Okay? That pussy can destroy nations, families, everything. The pussy is so nasty. It can destroy a bloodline. That's how nasty the pussy is. Pussy can be wielded for good, and it can also be wielded for evil. Okay? The pussy is a superpower that every woman has. Okay? Every woman has a superpower. It's on how you wield it. Okay? Pussy is the most powerful thing on earth. It can stop tyrants from doing nonsense. It can stop tyrants from doing nonsense, and it can have tyrants to do nonsense. Every great man of substance has failed for the pussy. Every great man. Not one has walked past some pussy and said, no, 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 no. I'm trying not to laugh. I'm trying not to laugh. No man in this world, okay? I don't care how great this man is. No man has walked past pussy and said, no, 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 no. Not one. Not one. Not one. Okay? Not one. Let's continue. And listen now, Corey Joe, I see you, baby. Thank you for the $2 super chat. I'm gonna get to the music in a minute. Okay? Let's finish Dr. King real quick. Tracy, I see you, baby. What's going on, honey? Let's continue.
To be the nation's police. That's supposed to be doing the right thing, and this is the lengths they'll go.
Let me stop real quick. I got 152 people in here. How is it that I only got 30 likes? Be nice. Come on now. You watching me. You watching me. You taking time to watch me now. You taking time to watch me now. Hit the like button. Be nice. Donate to the channel. Be nice. Say something. Because when I come over, and I know it's some of y'all haters, when I come over to your channel, okay, I still hit the like button. I still hit the like button. Be nice, damn it. All right, be nice. Now let's continue with the foolery.
To destroy a human being, it's awful. The FBI have been known to use illegal tactics and abuse their national security surveillance powers. During the Cold War, the FBI began a domestic intelligence counterintelligence program called COINTELPRO, which was originally thought to protect the national security from hostile foreign threats, but eventually transitioned into suppressing domestic political dissent through illegal uses. In 2017, the National Archives released a 20-page report that was part of the JFK Files. The report once again claimed that MLK had affairs with multiple women, including folk singer Joan Baez, and that he may have fathered a baby girl with the wife of a prominent black dentist. When the youngest child of MLK, Dr. Bernice King, caught wind, she quickly shut those rumors down. Bernice would tweet, "I wake up in 2017 only to see my father is once again being assassinated. As my mom used to always say to me, they keep trying to assassinate your father over and over again. We are in the fight of our lives. Even in the midst of disparaging reports about my father, I have not lost heart and I'm hopeful." In addition, she said she didn't want people to be distracted, divided, or change the narrative instead, asking them to remain on the high plane of dignity and discipline. So if King did have a few queens, is it really a surprise? No matter how you feel, he still changed our lives. As the public becomes more aware of the personal lives of celebrities and notable figures, it starts to get increasingly difficult to ignore the moral shortcomings they may have, despite their great work. Does Martin Luther King cheating on his wife discredit the civil rights movement in any way? No. Does the fact that he may have been unfaithful to his wife take away all he's achieved in his lifetime?
It doesn't.
Just because what Martin Luther King may have been doing behind the scenes doesn't mean that everything he stood for should be questioned now. It's about the power of the message, not the image of the messenger.
Oh, that's nasty. So, what y'all think? What y'all think? What y'all think? How y'all like it? How y'all like it? What you think? Corey Joe, this for you, baby. Thank you, honey, for the $2 super chat, baby. Yes. Gotta check that pH balance, baby. Thank you, Corey Joe. Shout out to 1000 Watts Radio, okay? For that brother bringing all that content, breaking it down. Thank you for the $2 super chat, baby. Steven said, that's my shit. Go ahead, Steven. Damn it. So, what y'all think? What you think? Does that take away anything from Dr. King? Because yes, he was getting pussy thrown at him from the free throw line. But does that take anything away from his message? And what he made all of us believe? There's no man on this earth. Okay? Let's understand this part. Let's understand this part. Okay? Jersey in the house. That's right, baby. Jersey in the house. I like that. Okay? There's no man on this earth. I don't care how holy he is. Okay? I don't care what kind of job he got. Okay? I don't care what he do for a living. Okay? Heterosexual. I hope I said that correctly. A straight man that can turn down pussy. There's no man that can do that. There's no man. Now, I know some of y'all like to believe that you can do it. I know some of y'all like to believe that. Okay? I know some of y'all like to believe it. And that's okay. That's good that you believe it. Now, what I would say is I wouldn't put myself in certain predicaments. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody down at the lobby bugging out, they doing nonsense at the lobby, and you on tour, okay? Everybody else is at the lobby. Carry your ass up to your room, okay? Turn your phone on. Tell your wife, listen, get naked. I want to watch you get naked. I like, you know what I'm saying? Get naked. Let me, turn the camera on, okay? Lay on the bed and open up the pussy. I got to see. You know what I'm saying? I would rather, you know what I'm saying? At least this is what I'm saying. You ain't got to worry about catching no disease and stuff like that. You on tour, okay? You on tour. Y'all doing a tour, okay? And all the hoes is in the lobby, okay? And so now, you say, wait a minute, let me get myself out of this situation. You know what I'm saying? At least if you have the mind to get yourself, don't let none of the hoes grab you. Fight. You know what I'm saying? Don't let none of the hoes grab you. Fight. Okay? So now you see everybody at the lobby. Okay? Pussy, ass, everything, all in there. Okay? All right. And what you do is you say, I gotta go. Get your happy ass up to your room. Okay? Turn your phone on. Tell your wife, listen, baby, you got to get naked. I have to see, open the pussy. Bring the camera close to the pussy so I can see. You know what I'm saying? Instruct her on how to move the camera. Bring the camera close to the pussy. I got to talk to the pussy. I have not seen the pussy in about a week. I got to, you know what I'm saying? Bring it in. Bring it in, okay? Please get naked. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, I'm trying to give you a little pointers. Trying to give you a little pointer, a little something. Every man has walked this road. Every man has walked this road, okay? Excuse me. Tracy, thank you, baby, for the $10 super chat. Mr. King died 57 years ago. They still trying to discredit his name. Still an icon. Now, baby, you ain't lying. He's still an icon. He's still an icon. Go ahead, honey. That's what he is. He's still an icon. Okay? He's still an icon. Yes, I said it, honey.
pH balance,
You gotta check that pH balance, baby. Gotta
pH balance,
check that pH balance, baby. Yes, honey.
You gotta check that pH balance, baby.
Gotta check that pH balance, baby.
Gotta check that pH balance,
Gotta check it, honey. Yes. Now, I'm gonna share something with y'all. Thank you, baby. Thank you, Tracy, for the $10 super chat, honey. I appreciate you. If you like the content, please like and subscribe to the page. Also, donate to the page as well. Okay? Donate to the page as well. Okay? Now, am I mad with Dr. King? Am I out here to disgrace Dr. King like some of y'all other content creators have done? I'm not here to disgrace him. Because my problem is nobody tells the true story of Dr. King. See, we not worried about all this other smoke and mirror stuff. We want to know what happened behind the curtain. We want to know what happened behind the curtain. We know y'all was watching him. We already know y'all was watching him. We already know y'all bugged his house and everywhere he went. We already know that part. Okay? We know he had freak offs because this is the thing. I'm going to share something with you. It wasn't a surprise to a lot of black people. Okay? Because when you meet a man that can lead other men, okay? When you meet a man that can lead other men, he get pussy thrown at him, okay? Even the married ones, okay? He get pussy thrown at him. Even the married ones would throw that pussy at him. And no man, when I say no man, okay? When I say no man, okay? I mean what I say when I say no man. The pussy is a dangerous weapon, okay? The pussy is a dangerous weapon, okay? Yes, it is, okay? The pussy is a dangerous weapon. Many nations have used the pussy to conquer their enemies. Many nations have used the pussy to conquer their enemies. The pussy will never fail you. Everybody clap hands for the pussy. The pussy will never fail you. Okay? It will never fail you. Okay? Now, listen. Hey, young, what's going on? Listen, like I told you, the pussy will never fail you. The pussy is the greatest weapon to any nation. To any nation. Kings, warlords have fell to the pussy. It's so bad. It's so bad that when a king is about to let me say it again. When a king is about to lay waste to another kingdom, and a pussy mount him overnight. Okay? And the pussy mount him overnight. The pussy has saved somebody's kingdom. I'm trying to keep a straight face. It's not working. All I'm saying is that when we get in here and we want to discredit Dr. King, we have to understand what Dr. King was up against. We have to understand what Dr. King was up against. Just like Okay? And I'm not comparing the two because I could never compare Dr. King to anybody. I don't care how y'all other content creators want to dog walk Dr. King. But every man that is a problem for the United States of America, every man who has been a problem for the United States of America, okay? Every man. The pussy is his kryptonite. Every man who's been a problem for the United States of America, around the world, we gonna say too. The pussy is his kryptonite. The pussy keep a lot of monsters at bay. The pussy keep a lot of warlords at bay. Okay? Okay? Yes, I said it. The pussy keep a lot of wars from starting. Okay? We need to start giving the pussy a hand clap in the morning. The pussy need a hand clap in the morning, damn it. Okay? I'm just saying. There are times. CDTBs, how are you, baby? It's good to see you. I know I'm clowning. But I'm not going to be one of those content creators that ride him. Because at the same time, the message that he preached was for us. The message that he preached touched a lot of people from different backgrounds. The message that he preached had a lot of people marching with him, boycotting with him. So yet this man had demons. He still was a man that moved other men. So yes, he was a blessing, but also there were a lot of women who were behind him, willing to give the pussy on a platter. And I'm not taking anything away from Dr. King, but I want to also, if you look at a lot of men, okay, a lot of men who have made waves in anything that they have done, it could be sports, it could be Hollywood, and anything that they have done, powerful men, okay? The pussy has always been served on a platter, hot and steamy. Okay? Hot and steamy. It has always been like that. Just like when you hear people talk about President Trump. When you hear people talk about President Trump. Okay? Y'all call him a criminal. Okay? A lot of people call him a criminal. Okay? But you know what I see? Do you know what I see? Okay? Do you know what I see? I see a man that had just paid for some pussy and he got caught. That's what I see. That's what I see. Every man in this world has paid for pussy. Every man in this world has paid for pussy. And some of y'all women too. Some of y'all women too. Okay? Listen. Listen, I'm just, some of y'all women, okay, has paid for pussy too. Now, it can be in the form of some Chinese food. It could be in the form of a Happy Meal, because some of y'all bitches, okay? All right? It could be in the form of Burger King, okay? White Castle, okay? We not going to mention God's chicken. Okay, we're not gonna do God's chicken. Okay, but we're gonna say churches. Okay, we're gonna say Bojangles. Okay, I'm not lying. I'm not lying. Okay, some of y'all have paid for pussy for a 10-cent icy at the bodega. Okay? Okay? That's it. Okay? That's it. Okay? And some of y'all have paid, listen. Okay? And some of y'all have paid for pussy for a hit. Okay? A $5 hit. Okay? So now, in some form of fashion, okay? Some form of fashion. Okay? Okay? You have paid for pussy. Now, Shay, stop laughing at me. Now, they have paid for pussy. Okay? Excuse me. Now, when y'all get in here and you say that this man is a criminal, when I find out that a man, y'all get in here and this is what irks my nerve. This irked me. Okay? This irked me right here. Because the man is a criminal. Any man who get in here and you have paid for pussy 1 or 2 times, okay? Some of y'all have paid for pussy more than 1 or 2 times, okay? All right? Does that make you an evil person? Are you evil? You buying pussy are you evil? Are you evil? Because back in ancient day, okay, even the men in ancient days paid for pussy. Rubies, okay, a chicken, okay, chicken, cow, pigs, okay, have paid for pussy. Every man has walked this toll before. And so now, men are evil now. Okay? I'm not going to be on a boat with y'all. I'm not going to be on a boat with y'all. Many men have paid for pussy before. Many of them. Okay? Many of them have paid for pussy before. No man in this world and no man right now on this stream could say, I have never paid for pussy before. Because I'm going to tell you, you're lying. I'm going to tell you, you're lying. It could be in the form of getting somebody nails done. You done got somebody hair done. You done paid the phone bill. You might have bought a pair of sneakers. You might have bought a pair of drawers. You might have bought a bra. Okay? Excuse me. You might have bought oil for the house. You have paid for pussy. You have paid for pussy. When do we stop crucifying Dr. King for falling to the most powerful weapon in the world? When do we stop crucifying Dr. King for falling for the most powerful thing in the world? Every man has fell to the feet of pussy. Pussy is a warlord in here. Every man has fell to the feet of pussy. Every man. Ain't no man got up there and was like, no, I don't want the pussy. No man has done that. No man has done that. No man. I want y'all to lay off Dr. King. Lay off him. Relax. Every man has fallen for this. Every man. No man can withstand the pussy. No man. Woman go up there and open up her legs, say, baby, come get this pussy. No man can say, stop. No man can do that. No man can say, stop. I don't want the pussy. No man can say that. Now, wait a minute now. Let me clarify it a little bit. Let me clarify it. The pussy got to smell good. It got to smell good. Okay? It can't be this. It can't be this.
You gotta check that pH balance, baby.
You can't be having this going on.
You gotta check that pH balance, baby.
You can't have this problem going
You
on.
gotta check that pH balance, baby.
Pussy got the smell. It's supposed to have a smell to it, but it ain't supposed to be no strong smell to it. Okay? Okay? Steven said that's my shit. Shay said this is hilarious. Now, Shay, I'm trying to hold it. Stop laughing. Okay? Something is off, damn it. Something ain't right.
Something is in the air.
Something is in the air tonight, damn it.
Something smells fishy.
And we ain't eating fish.
Thinking to myself, what the hell is this?
So, with that being said, okay? CDTB, stop laughing. Okay? It's supposed to have a smell to it. But it ain't supposed to be where he got to run out the room, damn it. It ain't supposed to be where he got to run out the room. Pussy's supposed to smell inviting. It's inviting, you know. Long as it's inviting, no man can turn it down. Pussy is so bad. Let me share something with you. Pussy is so bad. Excuse me. I was told when I was young that pussy don't have no face on it. Okay? So that means when you see these wolf boogers, okay? Wolf boogers, and they got 4 or 5 little small ones walking behind them, you just got to remember what Take Heed said, because this is what I was taught back in the day, okay? Pussy ain't got no face on it. So just because she look like a wolf booger, okay, that don't mean that pussy ain't sweet, okay? I know we clowning. We done went into the clowning part of this episode, okay? Excuse me. Excuse me. So, pussy don't have no face on it, okay? It doesn't. All you got to do is look at a woman and she look like a big wolf booger, okay? Okay, a wildebeest, okay? You already... She looked like a wildebeest. Whew. You already know. You already know why. But she got them 4 little monsters walking behind her. Okay? Pussy ain't got no face on it. I'm telling you right now. Pussy ain't got no face on it. Listen, I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know in advance. Okay? So we got to stop clowning these men of substance. Okay? Okay? Because yet, every man has been weakened by the pussy. Every man. No man has walked away from the pussy if it already came up close on him. Okay? No man can resist if it already came up on him. See, only how he could get away, because see, check this out. Superman can get away from kryptonite. Do you hear me? Superman can get away from kryptonite, but he has to already had seen it from a mile away. excuse me, he has to already seen it from a mile away where he could fly off. You hear me? So my brothers, if you can see the pussy from a mile away and you see it's always those big butt girls in the smile. If you can see the pussy from a mile away, okay? If you see it from a mile away, you already know, let me run. Let me run. Okay, shout out to Stephen A. Smith, because I see you did not run. You didn't run. And it's okay, because she tough. She tough. Shout out to Stephen A. Smith. Shout out to Mrs. Stephen A. Smith. Okay? Because the big butt and the girl smiles will get you in trouble. Okay? They will get you in trouble. All right? And you'll be loving this song right here. Here we go.
You got that pH balance, baby. You gotta check that pH balance, baby. You gotta check that pH balance, baby. You gotta check that pH balance,
I gotta stop clowning. This is terrible. All right, so let's get to the next nonsense that we got to talk about, okay? Let's get to the next nonsense we got to talk about this morning. All right? I want you to hear this, because in light of all the foolery that's going on with ICE, and you have so many different people coming out saying something, I want you to hear something that a lot of African Americans don't understand. I want you to hear this, and you will also hear it from the horse's mouth. Check this out. Here we go.
Trump is opening up a can of worms that I have not seen any other politician ever speak on. When it comes to this birthright issue, he is basically saying that the Birthright Amendment, the 14th Amendment, was created for slaves.
The only country that has it to that extent, and it wasn't meant, if you look, it was really meant for children of slaves. This is when it happened. The children of slaves, it was not meant for everyone to come into our country by airplane or...
And it's crazy because you got Ann Coulter, of all people, saying that Black Americans are basically being used, by other people to come here and get these rights. And it's interesting because the 13th Amendment that emancipated us was in 1865. And the 14th Amendment that gave these rights of citizenship was in 1868, 3 years later. So clearly, and even when you read on it, it was clearly to address the people that had been free of slavery, and now, of course, they had to deal with issues of citizenship. And it just trips me out how I don't want to start trouble, but just how people have not honored our ancestors. And at the end of the day, come to find out, so many people have been able to immigrate and get citizenship in this country because of our ancestors. Isn't that a beautiful thing? But have they been honored? And now the fact that it's being taken away, I just don't know what to say. But it's an argument that I never understood until now. And no.
And a lot of Black people, a lot of us never understood what the 14th Amendment was either. Even me. Okay? And the thing is, the same people who get in here and say, Black people ain't shit, Black people ain't gonna never be shit, Black people ain't never got shit, you're here because of us. You're here because of our descendants. You are here and have the same rights as us because of our descendants. And because one judge took it and switched it around for Kim Ark in 1898, right? In 1898, this was switched around because of Kim Ark. Kim Ark opened up the floodgates for everyone else to come in here and be made an American citizen. Don't you know we're the only nation that has birthright citizenship? We're the only nation that has that. Nobody else has that. You have to go through documentation and all that for you to be a citizen of that nation. Black people, when you fighting against something, learn and understand what you're fighting for. Learn and understand what you are fighting for. When you're fighting against something, learn and understand what you're fighting against. We're the only country that accepts all this foolery. And then when you have someone and come in and say, wait a minute, this is what it means. This is what this amendment means. Now everybody is coming in and saying, no, that's not what it means. That's not what it means. Because you want something to fit the narrative. Because it works out that way if I continue to lie about something. We're the only nation that does that. I'm going to share something with you. I don't think it's fair when immigrants come here and they do the right thing and get the paperwork done and they do everything legally and they pay for all this stuff. And then they have to wait for many years to finally get citizenship and they did the right thing. Okay? But yet I can come across the border and I can get everything handed to me on a platter because I'm seeking asylum. Good morning, Grace. How are you? That's not fair to the ones who did the right thing, went through the paperwork, and paid the legal fees they needed to pay. That's not fair. And because you have got everything laid on the platter for you, you come in here and start marching, telling Americans, oh, this is what's gonna happen. We have the right to march. We have the right to do all this. You come to somebody's house and they tell you take your shoes off. And you tell them, oh, hell no. I'm going to walk all over your white rug. I'm going to do whatever I want to do on your white rug. Do that make sense? And so now, America got to turn around and feel bad and say, it's okay you came in here and walked on my white rug. It's okay you came in here and stomped all over my white couch. Because we supposed to feel bad. Mind you, these people came in here illegally and then Biden took care of them with taxpayer money. Shout out to 1000 Watts Radio giving a gift membership to y'all. Thank you so much. I hope I said your name correctly. Please let 1000 Watts know that you appreciate the membership, okay? When you get a membership, please let them know you appreciate the membership. The same people that y'all hate, the same people that you can't stand, you didn't get your birth citizenship from anybody else except Black Americans. But we're the same people that you hate to love. We're the same people that when you get in here and the government had given you a leg up, you will say, you would get in here and talk about African American people. And African American people, y'all a lot of y'all foolish. Because you're in here crashing out over the nonsense that's going on with the migrants. You in here crashing out. And I want to share something with you. If the shoe was on the other foot, nobody would care about what happened to the black community. Nobody would care. One red cent. These are the same people who ran y'all out of neighborhoods in Los Angeles. These are the same people that ran y'all out of predominant black neighborhoods in California. Same people. And you're up here crashing out. I can only respect you if you came here legally and you had your paperwork. You at least got the visa to come here. But no, all you got to do is stand at the border and hold your hands out, and the government give you an EBT card and say, run wild with it. And because Trump stopped that shit, Trump is evil. Because Trump stopped it, Trump is evil. A lot of people in here talking about, oh, well, see, I told y'all Trump is down with 2025. I told y'all Trump is down with 2025. He doing everything that's supposed to happen in that's supposed to happen in Agenda 2025. If he's doing everything that is happening in 2025, right? He's doing everything that is happening in 2025, right? Okay? That means we had a lot of dumb shit going on in the government. And I want y'all to hear the shit that taxpayer money was funding. I want you to hear this shit. Here we go.
Good evening, citizens. I am here to proudly announce the first 10 programs to be eliminated by the newly formed Department of Governmental Efficiency, or DOGE. And let me tell you, the savings, they're astronomical. So let's start with program number 1, which is the National Squirrel Census. Every year we spend $2.3 million counting squirrels, so effective immediately, squirrels, they're going to need to start counting themselves. Now, program number 2, that's the Federal Committee on Sandwich Standards. We spend a whopping $5 million annually just to define what legally qualifies as a sandwich. So taxpayers, we're going to save that $5 million. You can come up with your own definition. Now, program number 3 is the Bureau of Uneven Sidewalk Awareness. Because do we really need to spend $1.8 million a year to remind us to watch our step on those uneven sidewalks? I think not. So let's save our pride and save our wallets as well. Program number 4, the National Soap Carving Championship Grant. We're spending $700,000 a year to keep the art of soap carving alive. We're going to do away with that as well. Well, we don't need to fund those county fair competitions anymore for carving soap. Now, program number 5 is the Bureau of Left-Handed Scissors. Turns out people who are left-handed could just turn the scissors around and they can save us $250,000 a year. All right, the National Moth Appreciation Day Initiative, we're going to cut that out as well. That's going to save us $250,000. The Federal Cheese Wheel Roll-Off, that's going to save us $1.2 million. Program number 8, the Office of Inflatable Pool Regulation. Now, did you know we spend $500,000 a year ensuring your pool noodles were the right buoyancy or the correct buoyancy to make sure they can hold you up? We're going to cut that out, save that $500,000. You're welcome. All right, program number 9, the Duck Quack Research Fund. $4 million to prove that ducks, quacks don't echo. Newsflash, they echo. All noises echo. So we're going to save $4 million there. And finally, program number 10, the National Database of Presidential Hairstyles. We were spending $800,000 a year cataloging the different presidential hairstyles over the year. We'll just let Google handle that, save us $800,000. So in total, DOGE is going to save the taxpayers on those 10 programs alone $20.6 million. You're welcome. And efficiency is what we're looking forward to. I can't wait to see what the next 10 programs are going to be. All right, good evening, citizens.
So that's your first 10 programs that's gone from, you know, taxpayers paying for that. Your first 10 programs. Who was in the White House? Who was in the White House? I just, you know, who was in the White House? Who was there? Who was living there? Who was living there? You want to know if a duck can quack. Does a duck quack echo? If I go like this, there's an echo. There's an echo. Okay? Now I know that sounds like something else. If you have a dirty mind, that sounds like something else. But, okay? But, okay? Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay? Trump is a racist! Trump is a racist! That's what y'all say. Trump is a racist! That's what y'all say. What kind of, okay. All right. Oh my God. Okay. Now, I want y'all to hear this. I want you to hear this, okay? A brother from Africa is going to break this down when we're talking about immigration. I want y'all to hear what this brother said. He's straight from the motherland, okay? I want y'all to hear this, what he said, okay? And don't forget, Trump is a racist, damn it. Trump is a racist!
Hi, everyone. So, as many of you know, I became an American citizen in June of 2021. And in April of 2022, I made a decision to go back home to spend some time with my mother, who at the time was battling breast cancer. Remember that I came to America at the age of 19. But in order for me to return home as an American citizen, I had to apply and pay for a visa to go back to my home country. Now think about that. I needed permission to go back to my home country. I could not make the claim that because I was born there, I had every right to be there without proper documentation. So here I am with a Ghanaian name, but with an American passport, seeking permission to go home to visit my ailing mom. Fortunately, I arrived on time to spend my mom's last few days with her. The reason I bring up this story is that people make the argument that just because you've been in this country illegally for a very long time, that somehow that should earn you an American citizenship, that somehow that should give you a reprieve from our laws and a place in front of those who have done it legally. One of the reasons why we come here as immigrants is because we believe in the rule of law, and we're hoping to raise our families in a place where the law protects you rather than oppress you. So for all those people who want us to disregard our laws in the name of compassion, think of the thousands of people who are American citizens today who have to pay money to get visas to go back to their home countries. That is the essence of respecting the rule of law and not claiming some privilege to walk across any border just because you think you have a good excuse for it. Hi, everyone.
That's nasty, right? But that's true. Any foreigner who comes over here and legally gets the American citizenship, they went through all the steps and they legally got American citizenship, okay? Excuse me. But when he has to go back home to his birth nation, okay? He has to get a visa. He got to get a visa. But he was born here, right? Why he got to get a visa? How come their birth country, their birth nation, don't just let him in? How come they just don't let him in? They know he was born here. He has the birth certificate to say he was born here. How come their country has rules, but America and Americans are supposed to feel bad and say, oh, nah, fuck the rules. Just let everybody in this bitch. Ain't that's what we've been doing for the last 4 years? Let everybody in this bitch. And they took over a complex in Colorado. They took over an apartment complex in Colorado. And, oh no, it's all right. It's only been 3 complexes that they... Tell me what nation American people can go over to. Tell me, I want to know. Just a group of us go over there and just, we take over, 3 complexes of apartments and say, y'all gonna be paying us, y'all gonna be paying us rent. You know what I'm saying? Who please. And all the American people who took over that complex, will they still be alive by the next morning? Will they be alive by the next morning? We talking about a foreign nation. Excuse me. But under Biden, okay, an apartment complex can get taken over for 3 months under Biden. And don't nobody think that's strange. Don't nobody think something wrong with that. Oh, ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Oh, can you imagine? A group of American people go over to another nation and say, we taking over 3 apartment complexes over here, and y'all ain't gonna do shit. They gonna kill every last one of us. They gonna kill every last one of us. And because y'all in here talking about, squatter law and all this nonsense and this nonsense. And so y'all allow these people to take over an apartment complex on U.S. soil. This is why when I said that you need a wolf in the White House, everybody got mad with me. Everybody was mad with Take Heed. Everybody was mad with Take Heed when I said you need a wolf in the White House. Everybody was mad with me. Oh, no, Take Heed. Oh, no, Take Heed. Because how come when they knew the wolf had won the presidency, how come shit started getting right? I want to know. How come when the wolf won the presidency, how come shit started changing? Now, green beans, we know that's right. How come, okay? Now, Grace, you right. I'm sorry, you right. You are right. I got to be careful with that word. I'm sorry. But how come things started changing? When the wolf got in the White House, they knew the wolf was coming in. They knew the wolf was coming in. The wolf was coming, damn it. They knew. They knew the wolf was coming. Why shit had to be right? Why shit had to start changing? Y'all sitting in here talking about Project 2025. Let me share something with you. All the stuff that is going on right now because of President Trump, let me put some respect on his name. Because of President Trump, this shit should be real already. This should be done. Nobody should be able to come to our nation and take over nothing, nada. Nobody should be able to do she. Somebody just come to your house and tell you, Ah, nah, bitch, I'm gonna eat all the chicken and macaroni in here. I'm gonna eat all the steak and lobster in here. Okay? With the potatoes and gravy, and you ain't gonna do nothing. And Americans are supposed to sit there and just watch people do nonsense in our nation. Hey, Sister 1973, how are you? Amber said, and take your rent money. And take the rent money too. They say, bitch, give me that money. But when the wolf got into the White House, or when they just knew the wolf was coming, everything started changing. All the programs for the migrants that they was paying 2 years for the rent, they was giving them food stamps, they was giving them Medicaid, all that other stuff. All that stuff stopped. All that stuff stopped. Why did it stop? Why did it stop? Everybody getting in here talking about, oh no, he doing Project 25. He doing Project 25 things. That's why he doing all this. He doing Project 25. That's what y'all saying. But let me share something with you. Truthfully, what President Trump is doing, this shit should have been done. Like, this should have been done. How y'all got, listen, how do you have programs, y'all giving taxpayer money to find out if ducks, quacks, echo? What kind of shit is that? To find out if a duck, quack, echoes. We counting squirrels. Why are we counting squirrels? Why are we counting squirrels? Okay? Y'all done put all this money into counting squirrels. Then y'all have a soap, sculpture, division. Okay? Also, you have a division on sandwiches. Okay? We have a division on sandwiches. How to make a proper sandwich. Our tax money is going where? Taxpayers, our money is going where? I'm just saying, tax money is going where? Sister 1973 for the $4.99 super chat said, they made a mistake to play with do not a day. What that? I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry. Sister 1973 says they made a mistake to play with don't play not today. Okay, not today. Is that what you're trying to say? I'm sorry, baby. I'm not. Listen. But I'm gonna drop this for y'all because I see Corey Joe dropped something for a membership, gift membership, and I'm gonna drop it for you too, baby, for the $4.99 super chat, baby. And thank you. I appreciate you, honey.
You gotta check that pH balance, baby.
Gotta check that pH balance, baby.
You gotta check that pH balance,
Gotta check that pH balance, baby.
You gotta check
Okay.
that pH balance, baby.
Sister 1973 said they made it legal to bathe, baby.
pH balance,
They made it legal to bathe, honey. Excuse me, y'all. Ain't that crazy? Where I don't understand. What is that in need for? Will you hear people say he is acting, he's doing Project 2025. And I'm going to share something with you. All the shit that Trump has done so far since he's been in the White House, okay? All the shit that Trump has done so far. Let me put some respect on his name. President Trump. all the shit that President Trump has done so far. Okay? I ain't mad with none of the shit. I ain't mad with none of it. None of it. Okay? Not when you got shit like this going on in the United
All right, good evening, citizens. I am here to proudly announce the first 10 programs to be eliminated by the newly formed Department of Governmental Efficiency, or DOGE. God. And let me tell you, the savings, they're astronomical.
Okay.
So let's start with program number 1, which is the National Squirrel Census.
The squirrel
Every year we
census.
spend $2.3 million
That's
counting
number
squirrels. So
one.
effective
Squirrel
immediately,
census.
squirrels, they're going to need to
We
start
gotta
counting
count the
themselves.
motherfucking
Now,
squirrels.
program number 2, that's the Federal Committee on Sandwich Standards. We spend a whopping $5 million annually just to define what legally qualifies as a sandwich. The taxpayers are going to save that $5 million. You can come up with your own definition.
Okay.
Now, program number 3 is the Bureau of Uneven Sidewalk Awareness. Because do we really need to spend $1.8 million a year to remind us to watch our step on those uneven sidewalks? I think not. So let's save our pride and save our wallets as well.
Okay.
Program number 4, the National Soap Carving Championship Grant. We're spending $700,000 a year to keep the art of soap carving alive. We're going to do away with that as well. We don't need to fund those county fair competitions anymore for carving soap.
Oh my God.
Now, program number 5 is the Bureau of Left-Handed Scissors. Turns out people who are left-handed could just turn the scissors around and they can save us $250,000 a year. All right, the National Moth Appreciation Day Initiative, we're going to cut that out as well. That's going to save us $250,000. The Federal Cheese Wheel Roll-Off, that's going to save us $1.2 million. Program number 8, the Office of Inflatable Pool Regulation. Now, did you know we spent $500,000 a year ensuring your pool noodles were the right buoyancy, the correct buoyancy to make sure they can hold you up? We're going to cut that out, save that $500,000. You're welcome. All right, program number 9, the Duck Quack Research Fund. $4 million to prove that ducks, quacks don't echo. Newsflash, they echo. All noises echo. So we'll save $4 million there. And finally, program number 10, the National Database of Presidential Hairstyles. We were spending $800,000 a year cataloging the different presidential hairstyles over the year. We'll just let Google handle that, save us $800,000. So in total, DOGE is going to save the taxpayers on those 10 programs alone $20.6 million. You're welcome. And efficiency is what we're looking forward to. I can't wait to see what the next 10 programs are going to be.
Who was in the White House? Who was our president? Who was in the White House? Good morning, Ricky. How are you? It's good to see you. Who was in the White House? Did I hear soap? Did I hear carving soap? Did I hear we're counting squirrels? So we going, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. Okay, and now I'm going to lunch. Okay, counting the squirrels, and now I'm going to lunch. Okay, I'm going to lunch now. 1 Mississippi. Excuse me. 2 Mississippi in this bitch. Okay? 3 Mississippi in this bitch. And now I'm going to lunch. We're counting squirrels in here. Okay? That's your job to count some squirrels. Does the duck quack echo? Okay, we got funding for that. Does the duck quack echo? So I'm clapping my hands. Now I know it sounds like something else. If you got a dirty mind, that sounds like something else. So if you hear clapping, okay? And I heard it was an echo. You heard it, right? It's an echo. Okay? Of course you know the duck quacking got an echo. So y'all done sat up there and spend all our money on bullshit. And then, you know, we turn around and, you know, you sitting up here talking about Trump is doing everything that's in Project 2025. Okay? He doing everything in Project 2025. Okay? Now I'm going to share something with you. So far right now, what President Trump has done, Trump is a racist. Trump is a racist, damn it. He's a racist. Don't you be going in and correcting the 14th Amendment. We know what the 14th Amendment was, but don't you go and be correcting the 14th Amendment, because everybody get the birthright in this bitch. Everybody get a birth certificate. Everybody get a birth certificate. Don't you be in here cutting off funding for counting the squirrels. Don't you be in here cutting the funding for counting the squirrels, damn it. Okay. Want y'all to listen to this real quick, okay? Okay? We're going to listen to this real quick, okay? Okay? I want y'all to take heed to what this man is saying. Listen to this. Here we go.
Thing that God Almighty has never gone on strike because of unfair treatment or for things he didn't like. Should he ever once sit down and say, that's it, I'm through. I had enough of those on earth, so this is what I'll do. He'll give orders to the sun, cut off the heat supply. And to the moon, give no more light, then run the oceans dry. And just to make things double tough and put the pressure on, he'll cut off the air and oxygen till every breath is gone. For sure, he will be justified if fairness was his game. For no one has been more abused and treated with disdain. But yet, he carries on, providing you and me with all the goodness of his grace and everything for free. But people say we want a better deal, and so on strike we go. But what a deal we're giving God, whom everything we own. We don't care who we hurt or harm to gain the things we like. But what a mess we'll all be in if God should go on strike.
That's nasty, right? But it's true. That's nasty, but it's true. I wanted to play that little bit in here because sometimes we need, you know, we need a little touching sometimes. We need a little touching sometimes. I'm not saying for us to be evil to the migrants. I want you to understand that. I'm not saying we should be evil to the migrants. But how do you bite off your face to help someone else in need? How do you bite off your face? There's nothing wrong with helping people who are in trouble. But for you to bite off your face to help people in need, that does not make sense. It does not. America helps every nation around the world. Every nation we help. We send money to every nation. I'm not saying we don't do bullshit in those nations. I'm not saying we don't. But we send money to every nation. But when a crisis happens here, we don't have the money to take care of home. Nobody thinks that's strange. Like we have money to fund everybody except our own. Nobody don't think that's strange. That's strange to me. That's strange to me. And And when Trump can send a team in to break down all the programs that we have in the United States, to break down where all the money is going, and no other president, we gonna say Biden. That Biden, you thought all this was okay? $20.6 million they found just from 10 programs. Nobody asked the American people, does this make sense? Nobody. And I'm going to share something with you. American people, my brothers and sisters, no matter what color you are, we do not watch Congress enough. We don't. We don't watch them enough when they throwing shit from the free throw line. We don't watch them enough. This is why a lot of their sessions be boring, because they know the American people ain't paying attention. Excuse me. This is why a lot of their stuff be boring as hell, because they know American people not paying attention. We got to pay attention. We got to start watching the shit that they doing. Why are we counting the squirrels again? Why are we paying for competitions for a carving soap events? Okay? Why are we paying for people to pick the perfect sandwich? You know, to make the perfect sandwich. This is stupid. Because no matter how that sandwich look like, by the time it get in your mouth, it's not going to look the same. I said it, damn it. This is dumb. You have a team of people to find out if a duck quack echoes. That's the stupidest shit I ever heard in my life. And y'all didn't find that out already? Like, y'all didn't find that out already. Nobody thought, you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody, you know, when you heard the duck quack, you know, y'all couldn't tell on the first day that it echoed. Why do we give a damn that it echoed? Excuse me. Why do we give a damn that it echoed? This man, shout out to President Trump. Okay? Shout out to my president. Okay? Yes, I called him my president. Shout out to my president for saving $20.6 million on bullshit, on bullshit programs. Okay? And I know some of y'all ain't here. And y'all like, oh, this look like Project 2025. I have no complaints. From the day he got into office, okay? We in our, this is the second week. We in our second week of him being in office, okay? We in our second week of him being in office, okay? Look at all this shit he has accomplished. Look at all that shit he done. We only in the second week. Second week. When I told y'all that the wolf was coming to the White House, this is what I was talking about right here. When I said to y'all the wolf was coming to the White House, that's what I'm talking about right there. Y'all can say what y'all want to say. Okay? Trump is a racist, all this stuff y'all can say. Say whatever you want to say, damn it. Excuse me. But my wolf scare people, okay? My wolf scare people. I like my wolf mean and greasy. My wolf scare people, okay? My people, and I like it just like that. Leave it just like that. Leave it just like that. Trump is a racist. That's all y'all can say. Trump is a racist. Yes. Yes. Oh my goodness. How is it that everything is changing? I don't understand. Y'all couldn't do none of this before. Y'all couldn't do it before. The stuff that was going on all the way across the world, you know, this stuff couldn't stop. This stuff couldn't stop. But when Trump let them know in private, I'm not paying for none of this shit no more. Okay? Y'all better get this shit together. I am not paying for none of this shit. I'm not signing nothing that's going to get you money. I'm not proxying nothing. Okay? Trump let them know I'm not proxying shit. Trump said, I'm a businessman. That's what I want. I want to do business. I'm a businessman. But if you wanna continue the war, let it be known. If I got to come in here, I'm gonna wipe all y'all out. I'm gonna wipe you out. This not gonna be, no, we gonna be in a long war, this and that. I'm gonna wipe all y'all out. I like my wolf mean and greasy. Okay? Okay? I like my wolf mean and greasy. Okay? And a lot of y'all like to call him a criminal. He's a criminal. Okay? He's a criminal. He's a convict. He's a criminal. All this stuff. Okay? And what did I tell you earlier? Every man in this nation and around the world has paid for pussy before. Every man in this world has paid for pussy before. Either it's by goat, chicken, by horse, by rubies and gold, okay? By cheeseburger, hamburger, okay? Big Mac, okay? White Castle. Every man has paid for pussy before. I said what I said. I said what I said. I said it. All right? I said what I said. Now I'm going to share something with y'all. Y'all know something happened in the news today. Okay? We're going to go to something else. Y'all know something happened in the news today. Okay? Now I'm going to just drop this on your lap. Okay? I didn't say I agree or disagree. I'm just going to drop this on your lap. Okay? Check this out.
4 people on board American Airlines flight crashes with a military helicopter. But what kind of helicopter? This helicopter only carries VIP officials. So what if, theoretically, someone hypnotizes this pilot, triggers the hypnosis, and then the pilot decides to fly its plane right into a landing strip, fucking plane, they know better, okay? The best pilots in the world, flies right in front of an American Airlines airline and collides midair, killing everyone on board. Who was on that flight? Who was on that helicopter? Who did they do this to? This is not an accident, guys. This does not happen. This does not happen. It happened on purpose. The question is, why did it happen? Who was on that plane? Who was on that helicopter? 54 people on board American Airlines flight crashes with a military helicopter. But what kind of helicopter?
I'm going to just leave that right there. I'm not going to say nothing else. I'm just leave that right there. I'm going to also say the smoke and mirrors we pay attention to, but we never look for what's behind the curtain. Okay? We never look for what's going on behind the curtain. Okay? Smoke and mirrors in your face. Okay? In your face. Okay? But we never look for what's going on behind the curtain. I'm just saying. Okay? I'm not going to say no more. Now, allegedly, okay? All right, government, okay, found some nonsense, and it's with the small hat people. Okay? And it's trafficking of children. Okay? Trafficking of children. Now, what did I say to you? The smoke and mirrors is what they want you to watch. But what's behind the curtain is much worse. How is it that one man from the small hat people can traffic over millions of children and nobody know about it? Does that make sense? Does that make sense? When I told y'all the smoke and mirrors they want us to pay attention to, never nothing that is behind the curtain. How is it that one man can traffic over 1 million children? Okay? And nobody know about it. But now they found him. I'm going to leave that right there. I'm going to leave that right there. I'm going to leave that right there. Okay? I'm going to leave that right there. Now, I want y'all to hear what this brother got to say. Because now we going into the relationship aspect. We finished with Dr. King. We're finished with talking about Trump. Okay, President Trump, put some respect on his name. We're going into the relationship portion of the segment, okay? We're going into the relationship foolery now, okay? And I want you to hear this brother say this. Check this out.
I want you to understand this. You are the epitome of ungodly sassiness if you think you are the prize. That's a feminine trait, by the way, fellas, if you think you're the prize. And also, let me add this. If you are a man and you have a daughter and you think you're the prize, you have graduated to a whole new level of ungodly, unforgivable sassiness. There's no coming back for that one. You are forever cast out. You are forever done in my category. I promise you. I swear, man, it's like y'all really are the generation of men that hate women, just like Pac was saying. And if we don't, we'll have a race of babies that hate the ladies that birthed the babies. Even Pac saw the writing on the wall before his departure. He saw the ungodly level of sassy men out here. But I guess Pac was a simp, huh? I guess he was a simp too, huh? Just like God's word, he who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. If that don't sound like a prize to you, I don't get it. Even in 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 7, fellas, honor your wives as the weaker vessel, as the gift from Christ, or your prayers will be hindered. Does that not sound like a prize to you? If you don't honor the prize that God has given you of a wife, he will ignore your prayers. You are an unbeliever. He looks at you as an unbeliever. God is turned off on your prayers. If that don't sound like a prize, and it's just like last month, I was, my wife and I, we went somewhere, I'm trying to remember the name of that place, but it was like 5 or 6 tables of women, single women, and they were celebrating a birthday party or whatever. And the men was on the other side of a dance floor or whatever. They were doing the doggone Dougie in front of each other, competing for each other's attention, having Dougie offs. You know, teach me how to Dougie. And I'm like, my wife laughing at me because I swear I'm in an episode of Boondocks. I'm in the Twilight Zone, you know? And I'm just, dude, fellas, let women have Aaron Pierre at this point. The way you men act, a suspect, the way you men act, let women have Aaron Pierre. You know, I swear I bet y'all probably be at the house singing that song. You know, Aaron Pierre, that's Mufasa. You know, doing the doggone Dougie. You know, Aaron Pierre, that's Mufasa.
So what you think? What you think? He said men who believe that they are the prize. That's a sassy. He's sassy. What do y'all think? Excuse me. What do you think? He said men who believe they are the prize. That's sassy. I love when people quote, how can I say this? I love when people quote scriptures when it comes to the correcting behavior of men. I love that. I love when people do that. They always forget to quote the scripture how a wife is supposed to behave to her husband. They always forget that part though. I don't know why. They always forget that part. So he said, any man who believes that he is the prize, that means he's sassy. So as a husband, you're supposed to get dog walked. You're supposed to get dog walked by your wife as a husband. You know, I love this scripture in the Bible when they say that you have to love your wife as Christ loved the church. I love that scripture. You have to love your wife as Christ loved the church. Do you think Christ let the church do whatever they wanted to do? Do you think Christ just let the church just do anything? You know, you want to come in here and wear all types of clothes and everything. You want to be screaming and acting crazy and shouting and stuff. Do you think Christ let the church do nonsense? Or did he go in there and say, this is what you have to do? This is what I need you to do. There's no compromise. There's no compromise. We can't get in here and discuss nothing. This is what I need you to do. Do you think anybody discussed anything with Christ? Oh no, I can't do this. Oh no, I can't do that. Do you think anybody had a conversation with Christ on how I'm going to behave and how I'm going to do something and if I want to listen to you? The Bible says that you must love your wife as Christ loved the church. Christ did not let the church do nonsense. Christ didn't let the church be disrespectful. Christ didn't let the church come in and wear whatever you want to wear. Christ didn't let the church scream at him. Christ didn't let the church disrespect him. Christ ain't let the church call him sassy. See, a lot of us will not even be able to be taught by Christ. A lot of us would not even be able to take the teaching of Christ. He was a steward type of man. He was a no-nonsense type of man. And so when you see a man like that, the first thing you call him, that's a narcissist. When you see a man who don't take your nonsense and he calls you on your foolery, you will call him, he's a narcissist. He's overbearing. He's controlling. But the Bible says that the husband must love his wife as Christ loves the church. See, some of y'all that get in here and say you want a man of God, some of you don't know what that entails. Some of y'all don't. And and listen, no hate to the brothers who go to church every day, but the man of God may not be the one that's at church every day. The man of God is the one that has the connection to Yahweh, and he knows how to move properly. He knows what to do and what not to do. He knows how to govern his family. He knows what is right and what is wrong. Because I question some of y'all who say you are a man of God. Because when you can just let your wife do every type of nonsense and she has no respect for you, but you know she loves you. Oh, I know she loved me, but she has no respect for you. The most dangerous thing that a woman can tell her husband is that, I love you. I love you. Because if you just love me, you don't respect me. You don't respect me, meaning that you can disrespect me in public and in private. You just love me. So that means you can just disrespect me. But how many times have I said to y'all, my sisters, if you respect your husband first, love follows. But if you love your husband first, respect don't follow. Love does not follow. I'm sorry, let me repeat that again. If you respect your husband first, love follows. But if you love him first, respect does not follow. Respect follows behind nothing. Respect has to be first. That's how we get the rules in play, when respect is already there. A man would rather that you respect him first than love him, because he knows that love will follow after the respect. But if you sit in here and you believe that you are the prize, my sister, if you sit in here and believe that you are the prize, my sister, you can disrespect your husband. You can. I'm the motherfucking prize. Some of y'all get in here. I'm the motherfucking prize. What he won't do, another man will. This is what you believe. This is what you believe. If you respect your husband, there's certain shit that he don't even have to tell you that you already know he gonna say no to. If you respect him already, he don't even have to be with you. He don't have to be with you. And mid-sentence, somebody came and told you something. And in your mind, you already know, nope, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. I don't even have to ask him. Nope, that ain't going to work. You tell your girlfriend. And she quick to say to you. She quick to get up there and tell you. Oh, is that your daddy? He always telling you what to do, this and that. And sometimes you got to correct bitches. You know, sometimes you got to correct bitches when they come tell you that nonsense. That's my husband. I'm under his covering. Do you hear me? That's my husband. I'm under his covering. So I already know he gonna say no. So I'm gonna just let you know right now. He gonna say no. There's certain shit that people ask me already. Okay, they ask me. They like, take heed. Listen. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay, sometimes I get family members that'll call me and say, listen, da-da-da-da-da. And I already know, nope, that's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Oh, you listen to, I said, listen, don't let me have to curse you out on this phone. I know you don't want me. I know you don't want me to curse you out on this phone. Be respectful. I already know he gonna say no. I ain't gonna be able to do it. My sisters, we have to start being like that. We have to start being like that. Forget what everybody else say. We got to start being like that. See, if you have respect for your husband, there's certain shit that's going to keep you, it's going to keep you out of a lot of shit. It's going to keep you out of a lot of shit. If you have respect for your husband, it's going to keep you out of a lot of shit. I know. Okay? I'm living that life. I understand. There's certain shit that I know ain't gonna work out with my husband. It's not gonna go well if I try to explain it. Let me just say no now. Sister 1973 said the Bible tells everyone who's who and what is what. Now she ain't lying. She ain't lying. But we refuse to listen to it. We refuse to take heed to the message. Because when you got grown men come and talk about, oh no, he's sassy if he say he the prize. What do all women desire? I don't care how old they get. What do all women desire? You desire to be married. All of us desire. Even the ones who say, I don't need no man. I don't need no man. Men ain't shit. Even y'all. You all desire to be married. You all do. And who holds the king? Who holds the keys to marriage? Who holds the keys to marriage? It is men. Men hold the keys to marriage. We hold the keys to pussy. Yes, that's the uncomfortable truth. We hold the keys to pussy, but they hold the keys to marriage. If you like the content, please like and subscribe to the page. Also, donate to the page as well. But that's the uncomfortable truth. And so when we say men are the prize, men are the prize for so many reasons. They're the prize for so many reasons. Now, mind you, men didn't think of this. Men didn't bring this up. Women brought this up. Women brought this up. Men didn't bring this up. Men didn't say, oh, I'm the prize. They didn't bring this up. Women said, who is the prize? And so if a content creator come out here and tell you, my sister, you are the prize, they're lying to you. Because the ultimate goal for every woman on earth, by your design, you're supposed to be married. You're supposed to be under a covering. He holds the keys to you being under a covering. A man don't need a covering. A man doesn't need a covering. He is the covering. He doesn't need one. You, my sister, you need a covering. How can you be the prize? How can you be the prize? I know it's nasty. I know y'all like this fat bitch. I know it's nasty, but it's true. You can't be the covering. Now, I didn't say that you wasn't something special. I didn't say that you were not special and wonderfully made by Yahweh. I didn't say you were not. You are special. But you are not the prize. Now, it's okay if you want to believe it. And then you got some men out here telling you the prize and out here talking about, well, if a man think he the prize, he's sassy. Excuse me. He's sassy. Because, you don't want men to think that they are something. So if they think that they are amazing, they're sassy. Oh, you're sassy. If you let men know that they are needed, and they like it, they're sassy. All men are sassy. Y'all believe that nonsense. But one thing I will always sit up here and tell you, and I will quote this to Yahweh Take Me Home. I will quote this message. Men love to be used, but they don't like to be misused. They love to be used. Use me, baby. They love to be used, but they don't like to be misused. See, when a man give you his heart, learn how to handle it properly. Because once a man's heart has been destroyed, he turned into the monsters that y'all see today running around here. Women the same way. Women the same way. I'm not going to take that from you either. You know, I'm not going to say, oh, no, that don't happen to women. Women the same way. But when we get out here and say, nah, men ain't the prize, how did you come to that conclusion? Because the ultimate goal for a woman is to what? Is to marry. No matter how many women get in here and tell me, no, that ain't true, this and that, and all this other stuff. All of us have a desire to marry. Even from the LGBTQIA plus community, they even have a desire to marry, those women. Because it's in you. That's your desire. No woman will get in here and tell me that's not the plan. Maybe right now it's not the plan, but later in life it might be the plan. No woman can honestly get in here and say, I never want to get married. I never want to get married. You're lying to yourself. 18, thank you for the $2 super chat. Men are the grand prize. You are wanted and needed. She ain't lying. She ain't lying. She ain't lying one bit. If you like the content, please like and subscribe to the page. Also donate to the page as well. Can you imagine?
You gotta check that pH balance, baby. You gotta check that pH balance, baby. You gotta check that pH balance, baby. You gotta check that pH balance, baby.
So thank you, Donald. I see you. Nice show. I'm a fan. I'll be back. No problem. No problem. Thank you. 18 said, ladies, are you bringing out the best of him or the beast in him? All right now. All right now. Max, thank you for the $5 super chat. Max said, this is the lineup. Father, Son, Holy Spirit, husband, wife, child. If everyone stay in their lane, there'll be no problems. Now, he ain't lying. He ain't lying. He ain't lying. He ain't lying about that. He ain't lying.
You gotta check that pH balance, baby.
He ain't lying. Max, thank you for the $5 super chat, baby. I appreciate you. He ain't lying. Now, Max, I'm sorry. That's the hit song. I had to play it. I'm sorry. Okay. Sister 1973 said, that's why women must be wise and not foolish. I know that's right. My sisters, one thing we have to learn is stop listening to these content creators that will come out here with the most foolishness that you have ever seen in your life. Oh my God. I want y'all to hear this new thing. Shout out to Tasha K. And when women go and embarrass themselves and embarrass your husband as well. You know what I'm saying? This is the thing when I'm talking about respect. Okay? This is the thing when I'm talking about respect. When you respect your husband, you know how to handle yourself accordingly when you're outside, okay? And when women don't know how to respect their husband, we staying in the respect part right now. When women don't know how to respect their husband, they can do nonsense. Hey, Star, what's going on? Naomi, I see you, baby. They can do nonsense. Check this out. Shout out to Tasha K. I want y'all to hear this right here.
What did you say to him?
You're a wetback.
What else?
Got it? Wetback.
What else?
Trump is doing good things. You guys rape people.
Yeah.
You guys rape and kill people.
Right?
Take your $50 and suck it. Give me your fucking, give my change. I'm rich, you're poor. Difference.
You're a poor soul.
Yep, poor.
You're a poor soul. Deixa ver, deixa ver. Drop down,
Wanna record me, bitch? Wanna fucking record me? Shut the fuck up. I didn't touch you, bitch. Shut the fuck up. Give me my keys.
Just give her.
Get the fuck out of my fucking... I made a fucking mistake, like, with my mouth. I'm the farthest thing from racist. Like, is this what you guys wanted from me? You guys are affecting everybody in my life right now. Like, I am taking accountability, like, full. Like, please, enough. I'm going to apologize to the man that grabbed my ass. I don't even care what the guy did to me.
Now I'm gonna share something with y'all. Only why I played this woman, right? Now, this is Scott Torch, baby mama. Y'all hear it's a lot of nonsense going on social media. I hope I said the name correctly. I thought this was his wife, though. Okay, well, how can I spin it then? Because I thought this was his wife. Because if you respect the man that you claim to love, there's certain shit that you can't do outside. There's certain shit and your behavior. You know what I'm saying? Because let me share something with you. You don't know how many millions she might have cost this man. You don't know. By her behavior and her tone and everything, you don't know how much money she has cost this man. Okay? And now she's coming to social media. She's crying all over social media. She talking about this man grabbed her ass and everything like that. And listen to me. If somebody grab your behind, your thing is not to go shout out racial slurs. You're in Beverly Hills. Call the police. Call the police. And so her thinking that she's in the right because now all of a sudden she came with, he grabbed her behind. Mind you, y'all, we watched the video from the beginning to the end. And this man ain't grabbed nothing. Okay? But because she knows she did wrong, she out here talking about he grabbed this, he grabbed that. Now I'm gonna share something with you. This right here, listen. I was like, this is his wife. This is what I believed. This is his wife. But this ain't nothing but some ghetto baby mama nonsense, and so we gonna scroll past this foolishness. Okay? Guys, I'm done. I'm finished clowning. I done said everything I wanted to say. I'm finished. Okay? Much love to you all. I know I clowned today. I know I did nonsense today. Okay? We did 2 hours and 22 minutes. I know I did nothing but nonsense today. Okay? But there was a lesson in the nonsense. It was a lesson in the nonsense. Okay? I hope you got the lesson. Okay? All right? Because in my content, I find that I got to do a little bullshit and then put the lesson in the middle. Okay? Much love to you all. Everybody have a wonderful day. If you want to donate to the channel, you can donate through Cash App, through Super Chat, through Venmo. Okay? You can also shop with us. Our family business is called ubmraxfashion.com. You have Mercari, you have POSHMARK, you have eBay. The links are in my bio. And the main website, ubmraxfashion.com. If you want to buy merch, scroll to the top of the page in my YouTube channel, and you will see shop or store. Go in there. They got hoodies, shirts, mugs, water bottles, baby clothes, all that good stuff, honey. And if you're interested, come shop with us, okay? If you're interested, come shop with us. Star, baby, thank you for the $2.99 super chat, honey. I appreciate you. Club King UB, thank you for saying ubmraxfashion.com. I appreciate you. Sister 1973 said, if you balance your checkbook, you won't be overdraft. I know that's right. I know that's right. Okay? Star said, I appreciate you. I appreciate you too, baby. Everybody have a wonderful day. And thank you for coming to rock with Take Heed today. Okay? And I hope you found the lesson within all the foolery today. Y'all take heed to the message, everybody. Mm-hmm.
You gotta check that pH balance, baby.
Gotta check that pH balance, baby.
You gotta check that pH balance.
Have a great one, everybody. everybody. God willing, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Please hit that like and subscribe button before you leave, okay? And said thank you for the content. I'm trying, baby. Proverbs, no, that's right. Sister 1973. Thank you, my dear, for always dropping those gems.
Something is off.
Everybody have a great day. Much love to you
Something
all.
ain't right. Something is in the air tonight.